New to be laid and candles are still burning for Nelson Mandela in London. But it was the politicians who paid their respects. MPs and Lords in Westminster having their chance to say what Mandela meant to them.
It is with sadness that we meet here today to remember Nelson Mandela, but it is with gladness that we can say this. It was a long walk to freedom, but the walk is over. Freedom was won. And for that, Nelson Mandela has the deepest respect of this House and his enduring place in history.
Yeah. He admired and respected Her Majesty the Queen, and he told me that he wanted the Queen to invite an African rain princess from his tribe to a reception at Buckingham Palace, and he'd got nowhere with the diplomatic channels. So he decided to telephone her personally. And the story goes of the conversation that words that only Mandela could use. Hello, Elizabeth. How's the Duke?
All three party leaders will attend Tuesday's memorial service for Mr Mandela in Johannesburg, along with the surviving former Prime Ministers Gordon Brown, Tony Blair and John Major. The former anti-apartheid leader in London, Peter Hain, who grew up in South Africa, told me how Mr Mandela will be remembered.
To the world, he stands for not just his courage and his strength of leadership, which were immense, but also for being such a wonderful person, a people's person. His humanity radiated like a warm glow from him. And that is why I think he's held in such universal affection right across the world, regardless of country, everywhere. He is the one leader that everybody looks up to, and that says something for him.
A book of condolence has also been set up inside the Commons Library for MPs, peers and staff to sign. As members of the public continue to lay tributes at South Africa House in Trafalgar Square, this was a chance for politicians to pay their respects to Nelson Mandela. The Prime Minister, David Cameron, and all MPs keen to ensure that Mr Mandela's political legacy lives on. Dan Whitehead, SABC, London.